Let's look a little bit closer on dodge and burn techniques. That techniques used by many photographers or retouchers, and it's come from all time when you use a projector to expose the paper from your film to create image, and you cover or open some areas right here, for example, and depend on this, you introduce more light or less light to the areas. So we will do something what's similar here. And we will going to create a new layer for this. Okay, let's go call this dodge and burn. Next, we want to fill this layer with a 50% gray. To do this, we can go to Edit, Fill, and use it 50% gray. You also can have a Shift and Backspace to do same thing. Okay, let's go fill up. So next, what we want to do is change a mode, blend mode for this layer. And we want to switch to the soft light. Soft light will switch and 50% gray become invisible, so you can see it's no effect at all on our image. However, when we will modify this layer, making it is closer to the white or black color, that will affect as a contrast curve almost to those areas. Okay, to do this, we can use it several tools. We can use it dodge and burn tool will do exactly the same, or you can use it brush tool. Personally, I prefer use it brush tool with a white or black color because I can use a different shape of the brushes. I have it more flexibility what I want to do. As well, right here we have it opacity, and let's put it, if you work with mouse, you want to do very low opacity and just make additional strokes. Okay, so let's go right click. I want to be sure my brush selected. It's with a soft hardness 0. Okay, we can increase size of the brush, and you can use your brackets key left and right to increase or decrease size of your brush. So right here we can start painting, and normally what I like to use is start with a black color, and you can see when I start creating, I'm start introducing kind of higher shadows to this point. So right here you can see you already introduced those shadows. So the easy tip, look on the shape of the face. You can actually reshape even face with this tool. But if you just follow those curves, when you see shadows, you introduce to the darker shadows. And you can always use it X tool to flip, just click X button, and you can see how it's a switch. And you can introduce to the white, and you can add highlights. Like for example, bring a little bit in the eyes. Again, it's very soft and subtle because I'm using mouse. If you have a Wacom pad and you're using, you can set to pressure sensitive, so the harder you push, more intensity of the current brush will apply, and it's make much easier and faster to do this. The other things I also find out it's very useful to use it with new iPad Pro. You can also work in Photoshop with the pen tool, so it will work the same way. Okay, right here you can see I start kind of adding all this effect. The one nice thing, for example, oh, look right here, I already kind of changed this, so I can go back and modify, add shadows or remove. So this is kind of nice about this. You can go back and forward and add or remove. Look right now on the face, we're already enhancing how it's look. Okay, I won't take all time, but normally you'll go over and you add touch-ups, you know, to the faces. Maybe intense more, and you don't need to do just on one layer. You always can create a multiple layers, for example, just face, dodge and burn, hands or other, and apply those effects on the model, on the areas where you wanted to increase this dimension, bring out some more details. So let me show you another way you can do dodge and burn to bring, if you just look only for the shadows and highlights, and it's overall will bring range of this kind of automated dodge and burn almost. So let's go to Command Control J to duplicate. Let's call after DB, dodge and burn. And for this, we'll go to image, adjustment, and we'll go switch to black and white. So at this point, what I want to do, I want to bring dimensions. Like notice if I go with white or with red, it's bring quite a bit bright. We will switch this layer later to the soft light, so we will have the same effect. And with a bright, it will kind of bring them whiter, and dark make darker. So this is what I'm kind of looking at. So I'm going to bring white and yellow a little bit up. So I want to bright those things. Okay, if you have a backdrop, you want to make it darker, you can just bring slightly down. As well, right here I'm looking on tattoos. Okay, right there. I think this is okay. It's look a little bit flat, but it's okay. We don't want to enhance too much. So next we'll go to the image adjustment, and we'll go to shadow and highlights. So if shadow highlights, you open and you see like this kind of with two properties, click right there, say show more options. That will be expanded. So we'll take amount, put it 100%, highlights 100%. So next what I want to work, it's with a tone and radius. So I'll take radius and I will bring slightly down. Maybe around 20, 22 will work. This will reduce some this halo created around the object. And next, by using tonal adjustment, I can bring in one thing. What I remember, we want white wider, almost do, and a darker ring. So we can do just I think maybe around this area, right here. Okay, let's go click OK. At this time, we can, if we switch to the soft light, you can see we applied this more grungy, almost dodge and burn effect. The one other things I found out it's worked very well when using for the model, for the male model, it is increase sharpness on this dodge and burn layer. It will bring almost those kind of sport grungy look. So for example, we'll go to filter, sharpen, we'll go to unsharp mask, and with unsharp mask we can go bring kind of more. Okay, and you can see right here on the image, it's add almost this, enhance the texture quite a bit. Okay, if you want more grunge, you increase size of the pixel. You can see you have a dirty grungy look, but I'll go down actually to 1 pixel. All one, it's add this kind of metallic almost look to the skin. We'll run this area. Let's go click OK. And remember, if this effect is too intensive, use it opacity or a fill to reduce effect of this. So right here, and you can see this was before, and this after. You can see how much this is enhanced image and dimension. Because right here I have it already processed, and you can see this is with the color and just add some additional details. The same on the image before and after dodge and burn layers. And of course, in this our process, I have several, like right there, several dodge and burn, and also was additional add some smoke and other stuff. But overall, you can see different between image with dodge and burn. It's have the character, or it's have it kind of like flat look. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.